call may be recorded for call quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the Sean P. Diddy Combs Abuse Helpline. This call is being recorded. We understand the strength and courage it takes to come forward. Any information you provide will be kept completely confidential, but we expect full honesty in order to properly assist you with your potential case. By staying on the line, you agree to provide accurate information to the best of your knowledge under penalty of perjury. Please hold for the next available representative.
Another instance, this individual, who was 9 years old at the time, was taken to an audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio, in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him. Another incident, an individual 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party, was and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns. Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, an individual, this time not a minor, attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore.
Anthony Ricco is a well-established death penalty attorney. He reportedly led the defense in up to 45 federal death penalty cases. According to his bio on the Fordham Law University website, some of the notable yet controversial cases included Rico serving on the counsel in the World Trade bombing conspiracy case and embassy bombing case in 1998.
You can see I'm sitting in a different place, and I moved from my office, and this is where I moved to, and I'm in the middle of packing. I got boxes all over the place. It's cute. It's really better, not only for me, but for Lily. She opens the door. She can go out anytime she wants. And for my girls, Anna, Amina, Sterling. It's more comfortable. It's light. It's airy. There's a little less traveling for them. So this is good all the way around. I've been living in that office for 4.5 years. Now, I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I did 22 years in prison. The office had rugs. It had, kitchen, no backyard, no front yard, no nothing. It got a little boring that, good night, girls, good night. And when they left, it was almost like when I was doing time. I didn't leave because I'm not going home. I have no home. So this is a little bit better all the way around for me. The girls, especially Lily, she's laying down right now in her bed, and she found her place in a matter of days. I'm not fully moved in yet. I got a little bit more at my place. Then I take it here, unpacking all this shit. was worse than packing it, I'll tell you the truth. And those big moving guys, I needed them. In my age now, I can't pick up things that easy. So, but I'm having a great time. It's a great place. It's a real fireplace. Someday I'm going to be sitting in front of it with the fire going, and and I'm going to bring down my Red Bull that I used to have on it and some of the stuff that's in my studio, see where I could set it up over here for now. So we'll see. And then above there, you can't put a lot of things up there, the TV or anything like that, because of the heat that when you make a fire, you'll fuck the television up or whatever's there. So I'll probably bring my Mona Lisa picture here and put her up there. So now you know what we're doing. I'm going to record this and stick it up in your mama's kazupa. Anthony Ricco is a black guy. He dresses nice. He has a bow tie, straw hat, a great lawyer. He took my case. I was being tried in New Jersey. My case actually was a death penalty case because it was the murder of a cop. I went completely broke because the other end of the case was an ecstasy case and they took everything. My lawyer, Lynn Stewart, got arrested as a terrorist. It's a whole nother story. I'll tell you another time. When she got away, she knew Anthony Ricco. Anthony Ricco came in for my sentencing in the federal case and in the state case. The case was over. He just was coming in for that. Then I got indicted in New Jersey, a cold case for cop 21 years prior. I had no money. Anthony says, I'm going to keep on representing you, Sammy. I got to like you. You're a friend. And I'm going to do it pro bono for no money. And he handled the case that was unbelievable. I can get into that at another time. It's a long story, a little complicated, but he's a great lawyer. I know people are talking about that he's a death penalty lawyer, and he is. But on this case, P. Diddy doesn't face the death penalty. He faces a lot of charges. When you're talking about kids and stuff like that, and some of the things that are done, he could face life without parole. Some of the other things that they're talking about, I'm not going to get into that. If he Biggie and Tupac and stuff like that, he's not charged with that, so I'm not even going to talk about that yet. He can be charged with it because the Rico law, in the government, there's a statute of limitation on murder, but not in the Rico part of it. That sucks everything into the case and everybody into the case. I don't care what part you took. I'm going to give you an example. I assume I say to Anna that I want to kill Amina, and she's going to go get the gun. That's her only part. She got the gun. She gave me the gun, but she knows I'm going to kill her now. And she's now conspiracy to murder. And she's sucked in, and it's a life sentence as well. Even though she didn't pull the trigger, she didn't dream up the idea, it was me. She participated in that murder. No matter what part, you could drive a getaway car, I don't care what you're doing, you're still facing life without parole. Anyway, let me get past all of that. Anthony Ricco is a good friend of mine and a great lawyer. There's no question about it. I don't care if you got a great lawyer. When we had our cases, me and John Gotti, we had great lawyers too. When you're dead, you're dead. Well, he's going to have so many, and he has, so many witnesses about what happened and what they did. Kids now who were kids and grew up. And I'm not talking about somebody 18 or 19. They're not kids. So it's a different charge. But when you're going down to 15, 14 years old, one kid is 9. I can't even, I got a granddaughter who's 8 or 9. I can't even imagine why you would have with something like that. It's unreal. Charges like that are extremely serious. He's going to have everybody in the country hating him. It's going to be hard for him to get a trial anywhere. Now, let's say P. Diddy was an Italian guy. I would hate him for what he did to the Italian race. That's my race, bro. And you made all Italians look bad. So I'm going to flip it back to what he is. He's not Italian, he's a black guy. What he did is disgrace all black people. He put them in a horrible light. Hip-hop people got to hate him because he destroyed the hip-hop business. and the music industry. So he's got to have everybody hating him. And when you're getting down to kids, this is almost a fact. 99.9% of women will hate you with a passion. So I don't see how Anthony Ricco, as great as a lawyer as he is, unless he finds some real evidence, legal stuff that could change this or turn it around. I don't know. My opinion of it is that he's looking, to get Anthony to make motions to get bail. He's not thinking about getting bail and coming back and fighting the case. He don't care he's got Anthony Ricco. He's going to get, if he gets bail, he's boogieing. He's gone. Regardless of money that he leaves behind, he's gone. Because he knows all that money's going to go anyway. They must have, from what I'm hearing, 150 to 200 people suing him. I don't care how much money he's got. It's all going. It's going to be gone. It's going to destroy his family, his mother, his kids, everybody. He'd be lucky to have commissary money. Money's gone. Life is gone for him. I would sympathize with anybody in that situation. I choke on sympathizing with him, what he's done to kids and these things. Now, grown women go out there and do it. They want to make, become a big actress or whatever they want to do. That's on them. It's not as disgusting as anybody under the age of 18 years old. Even if she's 19. You did this, baby, to make advances. And you got it. Now you want to whine about it or you want to sue him? That's I don't buy that. But listen, this poor bastard is going to have the worst of the worst of the worst. He won't have a mirror in his cell, but he has nobody to blame but himself. He made it a long time ago. Why would you go from making it and settling down? You got money, you got fame, you got everything. Why would you take it to that next step? Freak offs. Freak off, you're a jerk off to do that, bro. Freak off, you get a girl, you go to bed, you want to freak off. But you're getting a whole bunch of people, witnesses, bodyguards, potentially murders. Like I said, I don't want to talk about the murders because he's not charged with that. I don't want to say, I don't want to pour gas on the fire. But they're talking about it. So many things you hear. Now he's got not everybody in Hollywood talking about it. He's got everybody in the country talking about it. He has everybody in the world talking about it. And we look disgusting to the rest of the world. I mean, I've seen people, I don't want to say the countries, but different countries making statements about Americans. It's nothing like I grew up with. If you would have told me this 5 or 10 years ago, I would have said, absolutely not. In America? No. Maybe in some third world country, but not here. But it's here. And it's happening now as we go along. I've been following this a little bit. What really sucked me into it is that Anthony Ricco is a great guy. He was my lawyer. You guys all know I cooperated. I talk with agents. I don't deal with them anymore. I don't cooperate anymore. But we became friends, some of us. They'll call me up, happy birthday, Sammy, Merry Christmas, stuff like that, and vice versa. They never betrayed me. They never lied to me. They never to me, so I stayed friends with them. Some of them are calling me with this now, too, asking me my advice or what I think. Doesn't matter what I think, really, to this guy or to his case. I understand his case is in May. Anthony Ricco will get everything, all the charges against him and everything. So that's the law, so he could fight the case. You got to give him that stuff. Even meeting now with him is a problem because he's in lockdown. Now even further, suicide watch. Everything is complicated. His whole life now, everything is complicated. His phone calls are monitored real tight. You're on tape all the time, but sometimes you could double talk on the phone and they don't understand it. We clipped the guy, this guy, Louis DeBono. We got caught on tape, me and John Gotti and a couple of guys talking about it. They never knew what it was. After I cooperated, he said, Sammy, how did you relate and talk about it? I said, did you hear a conversation that we said Jelly Belly is coming in? Yeah. Who the f*** is that? Jelly Belly was Louis DeBono. He was a fat guy. We refer. So when we got caught on tape, we were saying Jelly Belly. The law is smart to that. Warden Hood said he understands the ADX, monitors all of that words, everything. When they don't understand what it is, whoa, they slow everything down. So the same thing here. So he's not going to have code words. He's going to get not only taped, but monitored. That means an agent or two is sitting out, listening to you talk. Like they were sitting here listening to us right now. And anything they don't like, they hit a button. Boop! Conversation over. Cameras are down, everything is down, it stops. He's not filming, but in jail, his phone call is done. I know in the ADX, I was getting 1 call per month. The worst calls I got is when I put the call together and I heard a kid on the other end. Oh my God. Call grandma, call mommy, because the kid is just jabbering and using the call. And I hang up to try to save it. No, you had your call. Done. So you got to hope that the right people are going to pick it up on the other end. Really, there's so many little things that people don't know about this type of prison. These type of situations, when you're in these situations, I was in the whole 6.5 years. When I got out, I talked to guys when I was in regular units. And guys told me, Sammy, you're talking fairly normal. How the f*** did you survive that? I was honest. I said, I don't know. You have no idea how many f***ing nights I cried like a f***ing baby. I lost everything. I guess a couple of more years of that, I think I would have lost it completely.